good, y'all? What's happening? Yep. What's up, y'all? What's happening tonight? What's happening tonight? Popping on tonight, popping on tonight. You know what I mean? Thanks for visiting me. Thanks for coming on. Always check my stories. Always check my stories. I always have something interesting in there. Tonight I have an interesting guest. You know what I mean? All the way from Trenton, New Jersey. She came down tonight. She came to hit him hard. She came to talk all night. Have you come to talk all night or what?
I did. I'm calling it right.
You know what I mean? She come in to see the world's famous Lee Campbell. What's good?
Hey, Lee Campbell.
Yeah, she's also one of the world's famous. She's hit. You know Lee Campbell? You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to keep going. What's good, man? I ain't know that was you, man. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to try to keep it going because it's great inspirational people in the city. You know what I mean? In this area, in the county, in the whole area, especially with the city. I know a lot of great people, man. You know what I mean? Playing this Chubb Rock beat. Y'all should know what time it is. Chubb Rock should be here soon. Do a show for y'all. Plus, I kind of missed this beat. Benny Blanco, what's happening? You know what I mean? A lot of good people tonight. Tune in tonight. I just wanted to play a little bit, you know, play a little bit of the beat before I introduce her. You know what I mean? She got a dope little story with her. A nice little story with her, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I have a couple dope stories.
She got a couple dope stories, you know what I mean? Yeah. And we're going to bring them out, man. We're going to bring them to the light. Let me turn this down a little bit so you guys probably can hear this, you know what I mean? I had this weekend was a great weekend, man. It was the Puerto Rican Day Parade down here. Oh man, it was kind of dope. I rode through. I also was invited there. I was invited to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and then I was invited to the Dominican Day Parade in Patterson, New Jersey. Shout out to those folks. Shout out to the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Trenton. You know what I mean? It's all love. It's New Jersey love. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all gotta catch them next year. Catch at least one of them or one of three of them. You know what I mean? They invited your boy, invited your homie. You know what I mean? But tonight we got my great guest. You know what I mean? A nice voice, nice, respectable person in the building. We got the author. Show me the book real quick.
Sure.
We got the author of My Life with an Addict. My Life with an Addict. We have Edna Roman in the building. May I shake your hand at the same time? Yes.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Yes. Ring the bell. Let me turn this down. Let us get in the conversation because she got a deep conversation. You know what I mean? She talked with me briefly on the phone and briefly tonight. You know what I mean? I was kind of interested in her. She from the town. You know what I mean? She writes books and she has a play coming up, and she also is she's the founder of a non-profit organization. You know what I mean? So we're gonna talk a little bit about all of that. What's going on, honey? What's the deal? What made, you know, what's the inspiration? Tell them your beginnings. Hold on. Winston Dramatic Show is a show and also a movement. So y'all remember that.
Amen.
And let's
I
push.
like that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We're a movement out here. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I'm sorry for breaking her math. Let's go. Let's talk.
You're good. Okay, so I'll give you a quick synopsis of
Tell them you first.
where I come from.
Yeah.
My name is Edna Roman. I am originally born and raised here in the city of Trenton.
That's right.
I'm proud of that too, just so you all know. I originally left the city of Trenton when I was 17, and I lived in Miami for 8 years.
You did? You lived in Miami?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. We're at Liberty City?
I know where Liberty City is.
Liberty City.
Carroll City.
Carroll
Liberty
City.
Miami.
Across the train tracks?
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
not.
yeah,
Oh, no.
I know Liberty City. I know where it is. That was the exit we didn't take.
Yeah, that's right. Off of Route 1 and all that. Yeah, right?
Yeah, don't get off on that exit right there. But yes, I'm very familiar. I lived over there for 8 years. My son was born over there.
In Miami?
Yes, in Miami. He's a Dade County baby.
He's Dade County? Oh,
but
man.
But you can't tell him that because he's like, Mom, I'm from Trenton.
You've been up here so long. Yeah, that's how we do.
So I came back over here when he was 4.
Yes.
So
he's
from here.
Yeah,
he's gone back. We visited plenty of times. However,
yeah.
This is where he's from. His loyalty is here.
Here,
so,
yeah. His friends are here.
Oh,
everything he has is here.
This is where his home base is. He's actually a police officer.
Oh, he is? Wow,
Trenton.
that's official. Ring that.
Yes.
Ring that. Yeah, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, when I left,
yes, I
kind of left running in a way, in a sense, because I have addiction in my family.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know what to do. It bothered me. I suffered that because it was my siblings. And so I just saved money and I moved, although I had friends over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I moved to Miami, and God is the type of God that says, what are you running from?
Yeah.
When I came back over here after I separated from my son's father and all that, I came back to the city of Trenton, and guess where I got a job at?
Where at?
At the methadone clinic.
Wow. We're on Perry?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
man.
but guess what? It was a blessing.
Yes.
You run from stuff, but look what I do. I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization, and I assist people who suffer with the disease of addiction. I send them to detox facilities. I send them to long-term and short-term programs because that's what God wanted me to do. So he said, he took me, he sent me right there.
Yeah, turned you
Although I was the administrative bookkeeper, because that is my background. I do accounting, and so that's the capacity. That's where I worked.
Yes.
One of the program managers, I became really cool with him, and he was the boss of all the counselors.
Yes.
He left the methadone clinic. I wasn't looking for work. You wasn't? And he called me and he said, I work at a transitional housing facility, and this is where you belong. Wow. I wasn't looking for work. I was working at the methadone clinic.
You was already good.
I was good. I said, I'm not looking for work. He was like, no, you don't understand. I know your personality. You would really thrive here. So then it's a local place here in the city of Trenton. I can say what it is, right? Talk. So it's Trenton Treatment Center. It was on Escher Street. Yep. Behind the Trentonian. Behind the soup kitchen. Back there. So I worked there, and it changed my life. Yeah. But what originally changed my life was when I worked at the methadone clinic. I didn't like the way they were talking to clients. I didn't like the way they treated them. And I'm saying to myself, well, hold up. Yeah. Like, aren't we supposed to be helping them? So that's where my compassion, and I was like, because that's how I am. I started kind of advocating for them as I worked. That they're like, listen, you work here. You're not here, But that's who I am. And so that's how it turned out. I ended up going to Trenton Treatment Center, and pretty much I fell in love with clients. Yeah.
How about, check this out. Can I ask you something?
Absolutely. You can ask me whatever.
All right. How about this? What year was that? What year was that when you started?
At Trenton Treatment, 2003.
All right. Do you see do you see an incline? I know you have to see. Since you seen it, did it get higher? It got real crazy, right?
Oh no, it's just astronomical.
Yeah.
Astronomical in our urban world. Yeah. And everywhere else.
Wow.
It's devastating. Young people. My nephew passed away of a drug overdose last year.
Did? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, this is near and dear to my heart. Yeah. Okay? So, when my nephew passed away, so I'm kind of fast forwarding a little bit. I did work at Trenton Treatment Center. Yeah. I have friends that graduated from there that are my friends for the rest of my life. They are in recovery. Yes. That I love, that I dare call friends, that I dare call sisters and brothers that are my people. Yes. And I met them there. They recovered. They stayed in recovery. They did great things. One of my good girlfriends, I'm not going to mention her name, obviously, but she went to Rutgers and got her master's after Trenton
she went back to school? She went through.
Yeah. You know, they're just people that struggle, that have a problem, but we're supposed to embrace and help each other, period. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So that's what I do. So when my nephew passed away, which I had custody, no, I didn't have legal custody of him, but he lived with me because his father and his mother were in addiction. So I took him when he was 4. Yeah. And so fast forward, later on in life, he moved back in with his mom and stuff like that. She was a great influence. Negative, but she was an influence nevertheless, right? Yeah. And so he got into drugs and he passed away last year, April 2018. In my grief, which was devastating, I just locked myself in my house. I struggled with his passing. Yeah. And my pain brought me down to my knees and I had to pray myself back up. That's all I can say to describe the intense pain of his passing, because I really felt pain for his life. Yeah. For what he went through. Because, you know, God gives us life and God takes away our life. So therefore, I know that was God. This is his journey. His journey ended. But I struggled with this. Yeah. Nobody knows him. Yeah. Is that it? He was here and then he's gone? No. I want to honor him. I want to honor his life. He existed. He was loved. He has a family. Yeah. So I started writing a play. Yeah, you wrote a play about it? In my grief. Wow. Yeah? Yeah. So this is my play. Okay. It's called Inspired by Jeremy because he really did inspire me. It's in honor of him. Wow. So my play touches on things that are near and dear to me. Yes. Domestic violence. Need I say more? I wrote a book about my relationship with an addict, right? Yeah. So we're going to go into it since we already here. Let's touch this. Domestic violence. Teen pregnancy, because I just can't stand to hear on the news that these kids have a baby and leave them in dumpsters. I can't deal because I adore my child. Yes. And so that is very strong, deep to me. Yes. Teen pregnancy, domestic violence, and substance abuse. Yeah. Faith obviously, because faith allowed me to even write this. So that's what my play is about. So you wrote the whole play. You wrote the whole play, beginning to end. Beginning to end. You wrote it. How many nights? How many nights did it take you to write? Well, you know, I feel like it's a lifetime of lessons. Yeah. Right. But I penned it in about 40-something days. 40 days. 48-ish. 48 days. Yeah, that's good. So that means every night you was hitting what, a paragraph, shaping a paragraph. Right. You was doing it. Right. I write too. So okay. So I never sat down and said, "Oh, let me hurry up and finish this." No, it was just inspiration. It was thinking. You had time to do that space. Feeling. Yeah. I stayed home. Yes. I only spoke to my mother, my brother, my sister. That's it. I really stayed away from everybody because I was grieving and I didn't know how to deal. I just isolated and I prayed a lot. I got into my Bible. I prayed. I established an amazing relationship with the Lord. And once again, this is why I'm sitting here today strong. I feel strong in my faith because that's without him, I wouldn't be sitting here. That's right. God made me bring this for you. Let me bring this for you. That's right. And she come to encourage recovery on my show. Yeah, she come to recovery. Yes. I had to ask. I'm gonna get into the play, but ask me whatever you want. For families that's going through this the same type thing right now. What would you do to help them out if you could help them? What would you advise to them? Well, are you talking about the person who's using, because usually the person who isn't using is hurting more than the person who's using. And let me get into that because I created a wonderful seminar that's coming in March. Yes, it's called The Other Side of Addiction, and that's a whole other story. I'll be back for that. Yes. But that is going to address us, the ones who suffer. Yes. Yes. Not the ones who are using. We suffer right along with them. So, yeah, that's right. So what I would do to help them is get connected to a support group. Yes. Because just like the addict needs help, yes, the person who isn't using, yes, you need help. You need guidance, and you need to know that you are not alone. People are so ashamed.
Yeah.
People are ashamed to admit that their child is suffering with addiction.
That's
that
right.
They're dipping because guess
Yeah.
what? They're worried about what society is thinking. You
the
want to
wrong
hide
thing.
it.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
right.
hide it. The best thing in the world that you could ever do for yourself, for your family, is transparency.
That's right.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be be honest. Be upfront. Your
right.
suffering alone
That's right.
is devastating.
That's right.
And there's a lot of people out here who want to hide, when in actuality what helps you the most is if you become transparent and you get connected to a support network.
That's right.
It's critical.
That's right.
Yep. Hey, Karen the Hilton.
Yeah, Karen,
that's my friend Karen.
Fred
She's
Mills
a
is
great,
good.
great photographer. She does
right.
she does events.
That's
so
right.
shout out to her. Love you, babes.
Yeah, Miss Karen, I'll have you on one day.
Yeah,
soon.
have her on. Miss
You know what I
Karen
mean?
is wonderful. I have a lot of people I want to shout out.
That's right. Yeah. We rocking this Edna moment. We're gonna rock with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're gonna get more about Inspired by Jeremy. How did you pick the cast? You know what I mean?
Wow, you know what? I did do a little casting call. I put something out on my Facebook.
Where at? Where did you do it?
On my Facebook.
I'm talking about where did you have the actual?
To be honest with you, the people who are in my play, some of them are here, which is Atavia and Brandon.
Yeah,
they'll come on.
in a second.
Okay, so I actually reached out to Brandon's mom because I know his mom from school, from Junior 4.
Okay.
But Brandon is connected to Isles, right, Brandon?
Okay.
Right, and he does the whole Stacey thing.
Stacey Head. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was watching him on Facebook because she always would post stuff that he was doing, speaking.
Yeah.
So I reached out to her and I was like, I want your son in my play. Can you ask him? And he said yes.
Yeah.
That's how that went. And the people that are in my play now, like, I have wonderful people in my play.
Yeah.
And I've recruited a couple more people and I'm really happy with the people who are joining us.
I thought this was because I would have came out and, you know what I mean, did my little acting moment, and
But
you know
want to be in it?
I would love to be in it. I want to be in it. I definitely want to be in it.
You ready for practice for tomorrow?
I'm nasty.
Practice tomorrow.
What time?
6 to 8.
I'm coming out.
Listen.
Where is it at?
At my wonderful church. Shout out to Karen Hernandez and Stephanie Register.
Yeah.
My church and Jacques Howard. My church is Westminster on Greenwood Avenue.
And
they are wonderful. They do a lot of stuff for the community, and that's why I love going there.
Okay.
I'm a part of that. So
that's what I'm talking
my
about.
practice is at that church.
Yeah, I'm out there.
Are you
getting
sure?
a piece of, yeah, I'm in there. You got a part for me?
Yeah, I do.
Let's go.
I was going to eliminate because I couldn't find someone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But you could throw me in there?
I'll throw you in there.
Can I ask you what part it is?
Yeah, it's a police officer part.
It is? Oh, let me see if maybe I could play it.
Ma'am, please calm
Maybe
down.
I could play it. Yeah, maybe I could play it.
It's a very brief...
it's a small part?
It's a small part, but I could definitely...
Okay.
If you really want to be a part of it...
come up around there.
Definitely.
I got to, you know, you
and I got a couple other parts. I got a couple...
It's good for my resume.
We'll talk...
You know what I mean?
You already know.
It's good for my resume.
You already know. Listen, we'll talk about it because there's a couple other kind of like little parts, smaller than that.
Yeah, that we can hook on.
We can talk about which one you want to select.
Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely get you in there, so I ain't got to give you a ticket.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, I might want one ticket to give somebody if they want to come check me out.
You're supposed to.
I can probably go that way. I could do all that, but you got to send me, you know, the flyer so I can push this through my stories.
For you.
This here is mine. I'm gonna hang it up, but I'm talking about on the
on email.
Yeah,
okay,
so I can put it in my stories. I'm about to lean on you like
I know we comfortable, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I'm
man. But yeah, man, it's a dope thing you got going.
I'm really, really, really grateful for everyone who has committed. These guys, you know, they come to practice. It's not easy to commit to something like this.
Yeah.
You know, you got stuff to do. Then you're like, oh, dang, I don't really want to film. I feel like staying home.
But I mean, it's a real thing.
However,
it's real.
I'm going to tell you, one of the ladies that's in my play, her name is Cheryl Jones. She's wonderful. She acts. She's been in Todd Evans. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but Todd Evans puts on plays and stuff like that. And she's a veteran at this. So she's going to be in the play.
Okay.
And she said... When she read the script,
she
said, Edna, I read it 3 times. I cried twice. I don't know how you managed to
inspire,
encourage,
You just know how to
honor,
move. Yeah.
all that in one play.
Yeah.
And
Dr.
she said,
Shirley
I'm
Gaines
so in.
shouting us out. How you doing, Dr. Shirley Gaines? How are you?
So I'm really grateful.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful. So my play, once again, is October 5th.
Yeah.
It's at the New Jersey State Museum, which is on West State Street, 205 West State Street. You would have to call me to get tickets, or they can,
or through me,
or through you.
or through me as well. You can come through me to get tickets.